My name's Ron Lopez. I'm with the Cecil County Patriots, and I would like to welcome everybody here tonight. I want to thank everybody for being here. I know that you are good citizens and good Americans, and I know that you're here because you're concerned about our future. Many of you are worried about the future. And to be quite honest with you, one of the reasons why I'm here is I'm a little bit worried about the future too. So hopefully we have 8 commissioners or commissioner delegates who are here this evening. Earl Piner will be a little bit late, but we have 8 good commissioners.
6.
I'm sorry, we have 6. We have 6 commissioner delegates, and I know at least 5 of them are qualified. So you need to pick the best ones, all right? Before as we get started, I'd like to thank Mike Fuddy, who is a Toastmaster, has been a Toastmaster for about, in excess of 15 years and has a lot of experience doing this. The reason we picked somebody from Toastmasters to be the moderator this evening is we want to keep everything fair and even between both parties. And that's what we're hoping to accomplish. I'd like to thank the citizens of Cecil County for giving the questions that we're using tonight. And I also want you to know that the guidelines that are being used are the same guidelines that were used in 2004 in the debate between George Bush and John Kerry. And they were both, and these guidelines were accepted by both the Democratic and the Republican parties. Let me go ahead and introduce the candidates here. We have, let's start with the 2nd District. We've got Terry Moore. Share a little applause for Terry. We have Earl Piner, who will be here very shortly. He got tied up this evening, but he will be here, and we still want to hear an applause for Earl. We have Michael Dunn from the 3rd District. We have Brian Lockhart, who's an incumbent in the 3rd District. We have Diana Brumal, candidate 4th District. And we have Carl Roberts, who is also in the 4th District. I'm going to go ahead and hand this over to Mike Fuddy. I want to let everybody know that we have brochures on the candidates set up on the table in the back. And I'm going to cover this again when we're finished here. We are having a tea party on Saturday between 11 and 1 down by the county building on Chesapeake Avenue. We need you to attend. We need you to be there. I know you're here to make a change and make a difference, so we want you to be there. So please try to attend if you can. I'll be seeing you after the debate is over. So anyway, I'm going to turn this over to Mike Fuddy. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody. How you doing? I would also like to thank the candidates. It's not easy being up here. It's not easy facing your constituents. Somebody asked me at one point if I would ever consider running for office. I laughed for 3 days. Not that I don't think it's extremely important, but that's a tough job. Remember, while we're sitting here tonight, one of the greatest things about our country is having the right to have a different opinion. Tonight is not about trapping, tricking, or trying to embarrass anybody. Everybody has the right to their perspective on every issue. If you feel very boldly about it, please refrain from any outbursts in the room tonight and save it for the voting booth. If there is anything from the audience, I will stop the debate at that point, take care of the noise, and then resume the debate. That's not a threat. I am here to make sure everything is fair and level grounded for all the candidates and to ensure everybody in this room can hear what they have to say. That being said, they're going to be asked questions. First by district, and then as a combined group. There's a light facing them. When they've started talking, a green light will go on. They will know they're being timed. When they have 30 seconds left, a yellow light goes on. When they have 10 seconds left, a red light goes on. If they are to hit the maximum time, they will hear the following sound. If anybody continues beyond I control the sound. And that mic will shut down and I will start singing a song that will make everybody cringe. After, I'm going to ask the question to each candidate, rotate through the candidates, and then after all candidates have answered, I'm going to rotate back through for a 1-minute response. So if the other candidate has said something, they both get a chance to respond to it. Does anybody have any questions? Now, the second most important thing tonight is that the bathrooms are through that door over there to the right. I will ask that you refrain from getting up, moving around the room, or speaking while the candidates are speaking. I don't want anybody to not hear what they have to say or be distracted. If you do go to the bathroom, and we will have 3 5-minute breaks tonight. If you go to the bathroom and you come out and we have started again, I ask that you please just wait by the door over there until a candidate's done speaking, then find your seat. And that way it's not distracting. It's tough for them up here. As a professional speaker who's been in the World Championship of Public Speaking, the top out of 25,000 competitors worldwide, you can still hear kissing sounds on the side of the stage when some of them speak. That's their butt puckering. They're nervous. So give everybody the benefit of making it as comfortable as we can. Peter, would you please escort the candidates from districts 2 and 3 to the holding area? We're reversing the order this evening. In the previous debates, we started with District 2, then 3, then 4. If the mystery candidates from the 4th district that Ron was talking about earlier show up, we'll get them in there somewhere.
So the holding area is still the bar?
Yes, the holding area is the bar. So it gets more interesting as the night progresses. I welcome you to talk to the candidates during the break and afterwards. And if you have things to ask them, to tell them nicely, feel free to approach them. They're all here for you. With that being said, we will start with District 4. Okay. Do you mind me calling you by your first names through the debate tonight? Thank you. Carl, I'm going to start with you. Question 1, and I'm going to repeat the question twice. I'm not going to repeat it for the second candidate when it's their turn unless they would like me to. Why are you running for this office, and what experience and skills make you the strongest candidate? Include experience you have with prioritizing expenditures and managing a budget. I'll repeat that. Why are you running for this office, and what experience and skills would make you the strongest candidate? Include experience you have with prioritizing expenditures and managing a budget.
Thank you very much. I want to thank the Cecil Patriots for hosting us this evening. As told Mike prior to the beginning that this is the most formal, well-structured forum of any of I've attended, so I'm pleased to be back. I'm running because I believe the void in executive leadership at the county level has gone on for far too long. My experiences in the executive field prepare me well for the challenges that the Cecil County government is going to face over the next 4 years. And with that, it's a committee that governs, and I have many experiences of successfully collaborating with others to come to consensus, using synergy to resolve difficult issues for the good, fulfilling the mission of the organization. Most of that has been associated with public school systems, 23 years in Hartford County and 12 years in Cecil County as a superintendent. In Hartford County, I was responsible for the secondary education budget, that's middle and high schools. That budget was larger than the Cecil County budget. And then for the last 12 years, I was responsible for the Cecil County Public School budget. And again, that budget, combined with federal, state, and local funding, is larger than the existing county budget. So I have significant experience in prioritizing, in cutting budgets, in using initiatives to streamline so the taxpayer dollars are used in the most efficient manner. With that, I can cut positions when it needs to be cut if it's in the best interest of the mission. Again, that's the students when I was in education. I'll bring that experience as a county commissioner to Cecil County government. Thank you.
Thank you, Carl. Diana, you now have 2 minutes to answer that question.
Good evening, everybody. I am running for county commissioner because I would like to continue the work that I've been doing for the past 20 years. I have extensive experience on many different levels. My husband and I have operated 2 small businesses. There was a veterans home for 15 years, and we currently own and operate Vintage Woodworks, which is a floor manufacturing and refinishing business. Yes, I know what it is to live within a budget, within our means. As well as that, I have worked as a legal secretary for 8 years, legislate as 4 years, so it's and then helping to start 2 grassroots organizations, 21st Century Republican Club, the Cecil Land Use Alliance. It's just the background and the experience shows how much I want to make a difference in this county, and I think I have made a difference. I led the 3rd effort for the elected school board referendum, which did pass. And in fact, it was that effort that, putting in the elected school board, we were able to make changes to the math curriculum that many people had complaints about, and was found to be the 3rd worst in the state. I have also, I'm trying to think all the different things I've done. I have also been elected twice to the Republican Central Committee and led the 2 efforts for the first 2 Tea Parties. So I think my record shows that I am wanting to make a difference. I'm sincere and I am effective. I am also, if elected, I will try very hard to get the televised commissioner meetings. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane. Carl, if you'd like, you have 1 minute to respond. Okay. Would you like the additional minute?